Party celebrations of its 107th anniversary and build-up to its manifesto launch. Its officials and members of the National Executive Committee and provincial leadership are engaging with communities and stakeholders. Our reporter Ayanda Mhlongo is today in Pietermaritzburg, where President Cyril Ramaphosa is with the Minister of Basic Education, Ms. Angie Motshekga. They're visiting a school. They're called Siqongweni High School. Let's cross live to her. Ayanda, a very good morning to you. Just before we get into details for today, can you tell us why the walk this morning that the President was supposed to take was cancelled?
Very good morning to you, Desiree, and good morning to our viewers. Yes, he was initially supposed to have conducted the Tumamina walk this morning, which was cancelled. We didn't get an exact reason from either the ANC as to why the walk was cancelled, possibly likely due to the President's busy program. But we will obviously later on be trying to get as to exactly why the walk that we expected to have started this morning at 6 a.m. this morning in the Pietermaritzburg CBD was cancelled. But Desiree, what I can say is that now the duties that the President will be performing here are as the head of state and not as the President of the ANC. So he's just taken a short break from the campaigning that he's been doing over the past week here in KwaZulu-Natal, and he's here at the school, as you said, accompanied by the Minister of Basic Education, Ma'am Angie Motshekga. As you know, schools are opened yesterday, and they're still visiting schools to see in terms of the readiness and how the preparations were for the opening of schools. And this is one of the high schools, Siqongweni High, here in Mbali Township, that has constantly, according to the school, has done very well over the past years. And with regards to the matric results, last year they're obtaining 80, in the recent matric results they obtained 84% pass rate. So the President then will be coming here to the school to, and I think of the teachers, it's mostly the learners that are really, really excited for the President to come here through to them. And we know that he will be addressing a full assembly this morning. The pupils are already at school and they're just behind us. We'll be moving to where the learners are in a short while, and they're eagerly awaiting both the Minister of Basic Education and of course the President to speak to them, and I guess just to encourage them as the year starts, for them to focus on their studies, just to, as I said, encourage them throughout the year, and also thank them for the hard work that the teachers have been putting into the school, as well as the learners. But he's also part, another program that has been taking place at the school is the building of toilets. There are new toilets that have been built here, and as we understand, the President will also be going to see the new toilets. It's one part of the Department of Education's programs here in KwaZulu-Natal, plans that there have been a number of schools where infrastructure has been a bit of a challenge. And so this is one school, though that have been doing well, but there were certain aspects in terms of infrastructure where they were lacking, and so they are now adding more toilets for the learners as well as the teachers, and so the President will also be going to inspect that as well. But the importance, of course, of this, it's all about the learners today, it's all about the teachers today. And since schools open, this is the first school in 2019 that the President will be visiting, and I suppose extending a message, Desiree, not only to the learners at the school, but to learners across the country and to schools across the country on what is expected of them throughout this year. The provinces have done well in terms of the matric results. KwaZulu-Natal had a 3% increase in its results, and so there has been a steady progress. Yes, there has been a number of challenges, particularly in this province, but so these are all the issues that we expect the President will be addressing here at this morning. After we are done from here, Des, we will be moving to a new sports facility in the Pietermaritzburg town, which will be handing over to the local municipality. But right now where we are, we will be hoping to speak to the school principal in a short while, and also just to also see if we can chat to some of the learners on this day. As we were coming in, great deal excitement from the learners as they're eagerly awaiting the President of the country to come through to the school and meet them. Des.
Let's talk about the rest of the program. You mentioned the Harry Gwala facility that will be launched just now. He's also going to a community meeting in Ward 33, meeting minorities in Pietermaritzburg Civic Centre. I would like you to touch on that, what that means, and also going to a community hall in KwaDambuza Hall. You have been with the reportage and since the beginning of the week, and all the activities that not only the president but the entire top six has been engaging in for this entire time. What has been the reception?
Well, just to quickly come back to this, the first part of the president's duties this morning, the school and as well as the handover of the facility that he's doing in his capacity as president, as head of state. The programs that will continue after lunch, as you said, where he'll be visiting the community of Dambuza. He'll also be meeting with a community, different communities in and around Pietermaritzburg. He will then do that in his capacity as president of the ANC, which will be the continuation of the ANC's mobilization campaigns for the National Election Manifesto, which take place at the Moses Mabhida Stadium on Saturday. Now, as we've been speaking about, Pietermaritzburg falls within the Moses Mabhida region of the ANC, a region that has been problematic for the ANC. And you remember during the week we did discuss how there was a change in program, where initially the January 8th celebrations were supposed to have been held here in Pietermaritzburg, later then moved to Ohlange. And there was some discussions or rumors on whether or not it was due to the situation here, that it was not conducive for the president to have come to Pietermaritzburg or come to the Moses Mabhida region, due to the fact that there were some disgruntled members of the ANC that had said they would not participate in the ANC's program because they were demanding a regional conference, and so they'd said that they would not participate in those programs. But this is also the ANC saying that it's a move to ensure and to show, I guess, the public that there is no problem in the Moses Mabhida region, that the president is here. Although he was not able to make it on the 8th, the other officials did have held the birthday celebrations here. The president is now visiting the Moses Mabhida region, and of course it will be interesting, Des, when he engages particularly with the members of the ANC, how he is received. We did speak to the group that has been upset, has been trying to push for the conference, and those that were saying that they would not be part of the program. And they seemingly have had a change of attitude, saying that they now have held meetings with the provincial leadership of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal. They've resolved some of the issues that they had with them, and that they were now going to fully participate in the ANC's programs for the manifesto, but also for the campaigning of the ANC. And they accept the fact that a regional conference cannot be held until the elections are over. So, but still, it remains to be seen. We are going to be on the ground, of course, throughout the day, and we will then engage with those members of the ANC and see how the president is received here in the Moses Mabhida region. Des.
And Mhlongo will bring us all the activity as soon as the president and the Minister of Education start to engage with the learners. Let's take a